Howdy, let's see what's growing in the garden today. Today's June 19th. You can see the sweet potatoes there. They're vining out pretty good. And you can see where the grass is starting to grow pretty good up through the straw mulch there. I'm not enjoying that right now. We'll let it go for a little while longer and see how bad it gets. I don't know, I might get in there and try to pull some of it out. These are Beauregard sweet potatoes. We've got about 36 plants there. I had some purple sweet potatoes left over from last year, so after I got this box built, I put me a few in there and I got me some slips. And so I put me out a dozen purple sweet potatoes this year. And we'll see how they do in comparison to last year. There's my asparagus. This is its first year, so I got to let it grow. See how it does. My potatoes have been blooming for the last couple of weeks. You can see a few blooms here on this one. And it won't be long. I'll be able to get in there and dig me some spuds. Some more blooms. Of course, the one row, it looks like it's further along. They bloomed about a week ago. 4 or 5 days ago anyway. But they look like they're doing pretty good for the most part. And then this is my Detroit beets. Last week I pulled out a few. We cooked up a mess of beets. They're not all got big size to them yet, but as you can see, they're starting to bulb up. So it won't be long. We can pull some of them and start canning them. Pretty good size. And this is my white onions. And these just started out from normal little sets that you buy at the hardware store. And I pulled some of the dirt away from it. And most of them with these leaves. And you can see it's starting to get a pretty good sized bulb. But as long as they're growing, I'm going to let them continue. So, it's a lot better than last year. Of course, I've got a few of them that unbolted on me. Here I got some red ones. There looks like a decent size starting to form. It's not bad, considering it just started out from those sets that you buy at your favorite farm co-op or Lowe's or any place like that. I got mine from the farm co-op this year. And then I got some turnips that I planted a little while, a week or two ago. You can almost get a mess of greens. They're looking pretty good. Don't see no tops protruding through the ground yet. Yeah, but they're coming along. Right here, and I'm in the shadow. I started these from seed this spring. I didn't think they was going to make it. I've lost a few. But it's just one of them experiments. I'm just going to see how they perform. And I bought some radishes. I don't know what kind these are, but let's see. Give you kind of an idea. That's over waist high. That's the top. And then when you go down in here and try to find the root part of it, they ain't hardly got anything, and then they're all woody. That's probably about the best representation right there. I need to figure out what kind they are. I ain't gonna buy them again. Then I got me some more pepper plants. I got these at Lowe's. They're called Mexican Belle. It claimed to be a spicy bell pepper, and I'm gonna find out. Here's my okra. I started mulching it in the other day. I put in a long day. I got it kind of planted a little close. But we'll let it grow, and if it gets too bad, I'll cut some of them out. And these are some of the peas that I replanted. And of course, if I bring the camera up and go down the fence there, the ones that are at the top of the fence are from the first planting back in 7th of April. And the shorter ones are the ones that I planted back in May. And down through here, last time I hoed it, right in that area there, where that open place is, there mold tunneled right down through the center underneath there, and I think he uprooted some of the roots. And it got some area in there and killed them. And the other thing that's caused some of them to turn brown on the bottom, it's kind of hard to hoe in here after the soil crust is up. This is not too bad right now because we just got a rain last night, so it's pretty soft. But after that gets hard, you ain't careful, you disturb the roots. And the Swiss chard, it's finally up. Looks like it's getting almost big enough where I can pinch some of them big leaves off and try them. See what they're like. Like I said, this is the last row I worked on Sunday. And I started about 6 o'clock in the morning. And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd been out here all day and I just run out of steam. This right here is my purple hull peas. I got me about a 50-foot row here. And they're coming along real good, growing. Right next to them is my Kentucky Wonders up on that fence. And some of the leaves down around the bottom, they're starting to turn brown. Don't know why. But as long as the tops are green and we still continue to get some rain, we'll just let them grow. Then I got 3 more pepper plants at the end of this row. It's kind of running out of room where to plant stuff, so I just, wherever I had a space, I just started sticking stuff. And I don't know if that's going to show up or not, but giant Marcondos, anyway. Look like a long green pepper, green and red pepper, so I thought I'd give them a try. This is the row of my white half runners. I'm thinking next year I'll get me an extra piece of fence. Well, looky there. It won't be long. I might be able to pick some beans in a week or two. We're starting to bloom. So that's good. Getting blooms on white half runners. There's some more blooms hiding behind the leaves. So that's a good sign. I like white half runners. Of course, I like, looky there. There's a big old June beetle. Him dead now. Him was getting some din. I cut it short. This right here is my speckled butter beans. As you can see, they're doing quite well. They done over-climbed the fence. They still got a long ways to go. It takes a while for them to produce anything. But won't be long, I won't be able to get in here no more with the tiller between the white half runners and the vines coming off these speckled butter beans. Won't be able to do anything but get in here with a hand hoe. But that's the way it goes. Down here at the end of the fence, I got me about 8 hill of straight 8 cucumbers. And I was out here this morning looking around, and I got blossoms. So it won't be long. We'll be out here hunting through these vines and looking for cucumbers. And there's 2 more pepper plants. I believe those are, I could be mistaken, but I think they're gypsies. Let's see, there's the tag in the ground. Nope, they big early bells. I put the gypsies over here in the main row. Okay, this right here is the cabbage that I directly seeded in the garden on the 16th of May. And if I'm not mistaken, I've lost one that should have been right there. And that should be the last cabbage plant, somewhere between here and here. I'll know more when it grows. Then I got some Brussels sprouts. And then I put in half a dozen broccoli plants. These are all started from seed on the 16th of May. And the leaf mold here is from leaves I collected last fall. Applied some fertilizer and water to it and turned them several times before it got real cold. And I put it down as a mulch. And then I collected quite a few bags in the neighborhood. And I just mulched them up and compost the center of the row so I won't have to go through here and hold quite as much. First few plants here are peppers or pepperoncinis. And I've already got some pepperoncini peppers